Hello everyone, this is Alanood Alomari, MAT Solo students at Gonzaga University. I'm taking technology for this summer one, and I was responsible to present hot potatoes application to my colleagues. So welcome to my hot potatoes tutorial. Before we begin, let me give you a short definition for this application, hot potatoes. Hot potatoes allows you to create web-based assessments in the form of multiple choice, crossword, matching, and other various question types. These can be integrated in most learning management systems. And why did I choose it? As we know, teaching and learning become inherently spontaneous and student-centered when moved from the confines of the classroom into the world large. That means flipped classroom. This is not the only reason, but during my reading for the that Miss Bridget gave to us, I want to discover different ways to include exercise into my classroom in the future. So now let us start. To open this application, go to your application folder and open the folder Java Hotpot. Then click Java Hot Potato 6. It has a picture of a hand holding a potato. You will see this picture now. Now click in GQuiz. GQuiz is one of the Hot Potatoes applications, and it allows you to create multiple choice questions. Now under exercise title, you have to give your quiz a name. For example, I will give my quiz name air temperature. And here you have to add your question in this box. So, for example, I will write down in this text means, and here you can add options for your question. For example, I will write in the first option Earth, in the second option sunrise, beginning, and the last option heat. For me, the correct answer is beginning, and I have to click here accept as the correct answer. Now we finished the first question, and to move to the next question, you have to click here and write your second question. My second question is palmy mean. I have four options: warm, cold, cool, or heat. For me, the correct answer is warm, so I will click and accept as correct answer. And you can follow the same steps in order to complete all your question. So all my question here is based on reading text. So to add it, you have to click here, insert reading text, and click include reading with exercise. And if you wanted to put a title for your reading, you have to write it. Earth 10. Now I will copy the text from my folder and just paste it here and click OK. And if you want to change the setting, you can go to Option and open Configuration window. And here you have many windows. Here instructions. You can add any instructions for your students in order to follow it during their quiz. And from appearance, they can change the background color, the title color, and their exercise background color. And they can choose it from here, any color they want. For example, choose this color and click OK. And you can add timer to your quiz. You have to click here and put timer for exercise, and you can decide the minutes. I will choose 1 minute, for example. Okay. And here, when you finish your quizzes and you wanna open it, just click here and save it. For example, I will save it. Quiz, but make sure it's without any spaces, and you have to save the file format HTML and just save it. View on browser and just you can see it here. And you can see the timer during your exercise. And if you click show all questions, it will appear all the questions. Your time is over. So now let us move to the next application, which is G-Close. Its application allows you to create fill the blank question, and we have just followed the same steps in order to make our exercise. Here, give your exercise title. For example, I will name it fill in the blank. And here you can add the text that you want. For example, here I want to copy this and just paste it. And highlight the word here. And when you highlight the word, click here, make a gap. And this window will appear. And they will ask you if you wanted to put a clue for this word or alternative correct words for gap as you want. If you wanted to add anything. And here you want to choose another word, for example, became and make gap. The same thing. And this is optional choices. And the same thing, if you wanted to change the appearance, just go to options, open configuration, and you can add any instructions to your student or change the title or the background or the text color and add timer to your quiz. And when you finish, just click here to save it and choose whatever you want and just name it, for example, fill in the blank without any spaces and just save it. And as the previous quiz, this window will appear and you have just click view in browser and you will see it here and you just answer the example and check. I just have one question correct. Now we finished all the exercises that I presented in the class. So let us talk about the advantage and disadvantage of this application. The first advantage is good for visual and audio learners practice, and it's a good way to make comprehension check for your students. So the ability of adding a video and sound from this application will help them. Another advantage is you can add reading text to your quiz in separate frame next to your question. So this application can help the teacher to teach their students easily and make them engage more to the lesson. Now let us move to the disadvantages of this application. It's easy for students to cheat when they click on hand because they can see the letters of the answers, and also it doesn't check the spelling automatically. You have to go to the setting and check spelling. And also this application taking the student back to the white and black pages, and that make the student less attracted to this kind of applications. On the other hand, this application will help me as a future teacher to create my own exercise in different way to increase the enthusiasm within my students, and it will be good for my visual and audio learners. Also, this exercise will allow me to use the method of flipped classroom to make my students be autonomous learners. And this is the end of my tutorial, and thank you for listening.